Good morning, Taurus. Well, you are a bit of a blank slate today. I'm not really getting anything at all through intuitively. I don't know. What are you doing? Last week you had that time for a nap card, so I think maybe some of you are just resting. Some of you aren't, but the group that I'm tuning into, kind of just resting and doing nothing and kind of chilling out, I think. Some of you. Maybe that's not all of you. We'll see. We'll see what comes out when I do the reading. But last week you were kind of getting... and again, so I didn't get any songs for you or anything, so I randomised a song for you on Spotify, and I got Not My Idea by Garbage. So the first opening lines from this are, I bit my tongue and stood in line with not much to believe in. I bought into what I was sold and ended up with nothing. And last week I was getting this impression that you'd had some kind of invitation, or somebody got you all fired up about something. It's like bought into what I was sold. Someone has sold something to you and kind of got you all fired up. And you kind of didn't really believe in it, but you went for it anyway. It was like you didn't quite have your heart in it. It was like, this isn't for me. And yeah, ended up with nothing. So there was some kind of disappointment. Something didn't work out with the situation. So maybe you're just taking a bit of time to kind of get over that, to heal from that, taking a bit of a time out. I'm not quite sure there, but that's kind of all I've been getting for you this morning. So what a quick introduction. I guess we're going to go straight to the cards. I'm just going to tune into the energies and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, here we go. Right, so what do we have, please, for Taurus? What is going on at the moment for Taurus, please? Oh, something skipped that. There we go, we've got something. That's it. On the bottom, we have the Creator. Someone being very creative around you. Are you feeling very creative? Creation energy. Could be God, for some of you. If that could be the way you interpret that. Oh, yeah. Ooh. This is definitely taking a time out energy. The underworld and the bardo. Yeah, I think some of you are feeling quite... So you had that situation or whatever it was that kind of didn't work out and it was disappointing. And it's really like... I just feel drained. I just feel really, really drained. Like really sort of needing to... They're telling me near-death experience or near-death. So, I don't know, but then you've got this, like, this is obviously a very earthy card. And then you've got this kind of, like, all the skulls on this card as well. And then this kind of big eye in the centre. And it almost looks like there's kind of an outdoor scene. It almost looks like there's a person here with the face turned to this outdoorsy scene. So I'm going to go straight to, again, I just feel very, very drained. I don't know if maybe like there's some kind of, it's like something's took a lot out of you. Like I'm running on empty kind of thing. So because it's such a draining energy, it's really kind of blocking my intuition. It's blocking my ability to analyze the cards, to get messages from the cards. There's like some sort of, it's like battery draining energy. I can't even think. I can't even process what I'm doing. I can't concentrate. Are some of you feeling like this? Okay, let's find... There we go, the underworld. Okay, sorry, this is a gross picture, not a nice card. But okay, as I'm saying that, finally I get something. What they're kind of telling me is that this kind of life cycle, right? So an apple, let's take an apple. An apple falls from the tree. It gets broken down, it goes back into the earth, the nutrients go back into the earth, it feeds the worms, it feeds the flies, which go on to do their job. It's this life cycle of nothing's ever wasted, nothing's ever lost, everything goes somewhere. Right, okay. The underworld, the nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. This is no time to mince words. This archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmares, suffering and pain. Oh, great, Taurus. What are you doing to me? It is the darkest shadow realm which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths, through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it its dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. Now, it's interesting, for such a horrible card, that is actually my favourite quote from her book. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. So you're being tested right now. Your challenge is to choose the light. Face the darkness. Look at it full on, like no rose-tinted glasses. See it for exactly what it is. Whatever that means for you, whatever that darkness, that bad energy is for you. Look at it face on under the cold light of day. You have the option to let it like suck you in, or you have the option to choose light. You have the choice. Really important there. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. So they wouldn't give you this if they didn't think you were able to choose the light. Bravery, depth, facing of deepest fears. What's your deepest fear? So take a moment to think, okay, if there's a situation, and I am getting this kind of like, almost like imposter syndrome thinking, which is funny because that's what's come up for me today. I've kind of, I entered a challenge and did quite well in it, and I kind of think that, I don't know, my imposter syndrome's flowing up, where I think, oh, it must be some sort of mistake. Like I can't accept anyone telling me I'm good at anything. So anyway, so some of you may feel like this as well at the moment. You may feel like, your own thoughts and fears holding you back, your own doubts holding you back from, because I do feel like there's some sort of offer extended to you, or some kind of opportunity, or there's something that do you know what it might be? Some of you might have had an opportunity come up, but you're talking yourself out of it. You're saying it's not for me, it's not, I can't do this, it's not for me, other people will do it better than me, all this kind of stuff. And it could be based on something that's been disappointing in the past for you. So you've gone for something in the past, really, really enthusiastically, I think, really put your heart and soul into something, and full of optimism for it, and then it didn't work out, and you felt rejected and it hurt, and now you're scared of allowing yourself to be optimistic about something again, because you just think, well, it's going to be just like last time, I'm just going to fail again. I think some of you are doing that. That's your darkness. That's your shadow side holding you back. So you need to face that, look at it very, very clearly, see it for exactly what it is, and choose light. Okay? Hope that's helpful to somebody. The bardo then. Oh, come on then, Taurus. Let's drag you out of that dark pit. It is said that the bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us, or see visions of lives not yet lived. In the bardo, there is a potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open up to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. Interesting. The bardo is not to be feared. Take advantage of its energy by recognizing what needs to be resolved. Trust that there is a message for you from beyond. Who is speaking? Go ahead and listen. Are you getting messages from the other side too? Are we psychic buddies? When this veil between life and the next is thinned, energy is stirred, and this allows for remarkable healing and vision. Okay, so I think this is saying if some of you feel like you're getting messages from the other side, like, actually trust that. What is it trying to say? Where is it guiding you? Are these good voices or bad voices? Or not even voices, messages. Yeah, I'm getting very much that kind of portal between worlds, the veil between worlds energy now from these. So again, some of the messages will be for you, some of them won't be for you. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. Don't panic about any of the darker things. It's telling you not to run away from the dark, not to push it away, not to bottle it up inside you and hide it somewhere really deep, because that'll fester. You have to look at the darkness to clear it. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Okay, got one immediately. Yeah, that's all you're getting. Breathe. And serendipity, fate. That card's been coming through quite a lot, actually. Somebody may have Irish ancestry. Breathe. Lily might be somebody's name. Lotus. Frogs. Okay, so just getting the things that just kind of came through intuitively. Literally just take some time out to breathe and to relax. You had that time for a nap card last week. So I think, yeah, a lot of you have been kind of doing this like recovery. It's like recovery. Some of you may actually have had some kind of life or death experience. Some of you may have been in hospital or had some kind of illness that really took a lot out of you, and you're recovering from that. And this is like, you've had the time for a nap. Maybe some of you are starting to regain your energy a little bit. This is like, just breathe, take your time, take it slowly. Also, this kind of like meditation. So for those of you who are trying to connect with perhaps ancestors, spirits, whatever that kind of might be for you, you can see how her crown chakra is kind of pulsating there, vibrating. So some of you may want to look into doing some meditation work, some yoga, any kind of practice that allows you to kind of have that quiet space where you can just allow that messages to come in. And it's interesting as well, at the start of the reading I was saying I'm getting nothing for you. It's like completely like a dead line kind of thing, nothing coming through. So I think perhaps there is some kind of blockage for you, to do with intuition, to do with or for some of you anyway, and I think it's because you need to kind of do this shadow work. There's something, something could have scared you, and you've shut it down completely. It's like you've cut the cord, cut the link, and now it's like, yeah, it's like a dial tone. There's nothing coming through anymore, because you've pushed it away. Maybe you went a step forward that you weren't quite ready for. But yeah, it's saying face it and tune into this, because that's the kind of message that I'm getting through there. This is quite an interesting one. I don't know. For some of you, it's quite simple. It's like this kind of, I don't know, there's quite a few different messages coming here. I don't know if there's a few different groups of Tauruses that are coming in that are kind of getting the different storylines. So I'm sorry, it's a bit, like I said, my intuition as well is not strong today. I'm struggling to, I'm quite an intuitive reader, and I'm really struggling to kind of grasp exactly what it's trying to tell me. The creator, the creator, the creator. Oh, right. Lovers on the bottom of the deck there. Okay, so this is emotionally. Which way around, please? Okay. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles there as well. I'm going to take the Lovers. It's kind of sliding off. Yeah, okay. Somebody is not taking fast action. So this is all to do with emotions now. emotions and feelings of you or people around you. And they've given me a little bit of a storyline. Up here we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. This is a very, very slow moving knight. And we've also got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is that there may have been some action taken that was a bit too fast. People didn't put any thought or planning into it. It was very impulsive energy, very impulsive, perhaps like jumping too soon energy, communication that was too soon. And this is saying, with the Knight of Pentacles being here in the upright, this is saying there is a need to not rush in, not rushing in and blurting everything out or taking action too soon. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who's very slow moving, very much a planner. They make sure that they tick all the boxes, dot the I's, cross the T's, and they stick to the plan. They're very much like a steady Eddie kind of energy, slow moving, planner, following the roster kind of thing. And then underneath that, the Four of Wands. It's a very stable energy, the Four of Wands. So this is either you or someone else who's been very, very stable. Taurus is an earth sign, so that is kind of your energy to be the planner, to what are they giving me? To do things by the book. To sort of look at all the different elements and make sure everything is in the right place before you take that next step forward. It's not this rushing in energy. This could be someone else who's like trying to rush forward, who's not a planner, who like the Knight of Swords in the upright is someone who makes a good plan. They're very intelligent. This is someone who's kind of not using their intelligence. They're doing things really quite stupidly, without much thought, but they're rushing forward, you see, to all this. So here we've got the Sun card. It could be a literal child, a literal son for some of you. Somebody could have a son who's very impulsive. However, this Sun is actually the happiest card in the deck. It's like extreme happiness, really being who you are, being very very free to be your true self, very happy. Yeah, loyalty here as well. This white horse, it's Leo energy. It's kind of giving me Sagittarius energy today as well. Doesn't have to be those signs, it's just the energy coming through. It can also be clarity. So somebody could have communicated something a bit too soon, which has brought a lot of clarity to a situation. The Sun, it could be to do with career, with the King of Pentacles being here. The King of Pentacles can be a boss. It's somebody who is, this could be you. It's kind of showing up as your energy because you're the Taurus here. I'm seeing this as probably the same person. So this person who's the Knight of Pentacles, who's the planner. And again, the King of Pentacles is here, who's somebody who... very, very stable. You've got a lot of stable energy here with that Four of Wands as well. Very stable, very grounded, very much by the book, kind of very knowledgeable. It's a card for like learned knowledge, kind of has a lot of details. It's also somebody who, the King of Pentacles is very nurturing, very supportive of people who are kind of like an apprentice energy. This could be a boss and somebody who's more of an apprentice in the company. It doesn't have to be, it can also be like a father figure. It can be a husband. It's somebody who's grounded, stable, puts the work in, nurtures those around them. With the grapevines as well, there's kind of a sense of like just making sure I get this right. Sustenance, pleasure. Taurus, you are a sign of pleasure, as is Leo actually. Nutrition, the sun making things grow, needing the sun and the water here. So you've got the King of Pentacles here with the grapes in the middle, and what you need for the grapes to grow is you need the sun and you need the water. So this is kind of a metaphor. I'm really struggling today. Sorry, Taurus. If you're trying to make something grow, you need clarity and happiness and you need emotions, love, and it doesn't have to be romantic love, it can be like a love, affection. Yeah, I'm really seeing it as like, if I just move these other cards out of the way for a second, I've moved that one up there. I'm really seeing it as like this King of Pentacles is kind of in the middle here, and these two are on either side of him. So this could be two children. This King of Pentacles could literally be a father with two children, whether that be you or somebody around you. Just, you can switch the roles around as necessary. He could have three children. I feel like this King of Pentacles is responsible for these three energies around him. You can see he's kind of like sat on the throne. With that pentacle. So I feel like there's some kind of like a delegation of responsibility here. A delegation of responsibility between this King of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. You can see the Knight of Pentacles has a pentacle, but it's not as big as the King's pentacle. It's kind of like testing. It's like, well, so it could be like a boss who's thinking of retiring, and they want to make sure that the company falls into the right hands. So it's kind of like, well, I'm going to give you this small amount of responsibility. We'll see how you get on with that, and we'll see if we can, you know, one day you'll be able to move into my seat. But the Knight of Pentacles is very, very responsible. This is somebody who would do well with this responsibility. They just might be a little bit slow moving, but they need... Pentacles energy can kind of get a bit stuck in the details. It can always be like nothing happens because they're so busy planning and plodding forwards very, very slowly. It's not very exciting. So it could be possibly that you need this other person to come in and balance this out. Do you know what, this may be somebody who had a chance with the responsibility and it didn't work out. They didn't handle it very well, so it's now fallen on this person's shoulders. But sorry, yeah, I'm just saying because they're both on black horses. So what I'm noticing now with these horses is this is a really balanced energy now. So the black horse and the white horse kind of give me yin yang energy and chariot energy. So sorry, it's coming through now, but it's hard to explain. So because these pentacles are quite slow moving, oh, he's a potential emperor as well. Look at that, he's got the stag. Yeah, he could be an emperor, but he's going to have to make sure he doesn't try to do it all by himself. He uses the energy of those around him. I'm saying he, it can be a she if this is you in the reading. It's like you could actually be the boss, but you could do better than the King of Pentacles because you could be the emperor. The emperor is all four kings of the tarot, and it's your card as well, Taurus. This is probably very much your energy. The emperor is Taurus energy. So yeah, you have the potential, if this is you, to sort of succeed past what has gone before. But I think you need other people around you to help you. So especially the sun energy. So it's Leo energy. So it's someone who's very passionate, creative. They have a lot of ideas, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of passion. Perhaps they're not as good at kind of making it happen as you are. You're kind of the sustainer, they're the creative. So they have different skills, but you need this passion. And this is also a leader. Leo is a natural leader. The Knight of Pentacles, brilliant at their job, but they can sometimes be a little bit boring. I'm sorry, a little bit boring because they're so like wade into the details. So to get people to follow this energy, you need this like leadership energy as well. You need this charisma, this like real sort of friendliness, this ability to engage with people and keep and get them fired up and get them passionate. So you may need to have somebody, either you may need to use this energy yourself and be both sides, like the black and the white, the yin yang energy, or you may need to find somebody to support you, maybe put them into a position where they're able to get people fired up about the plan. Yeah, and then this Page of Cups, this is a very young energy. It's somebody who's learning, somebody who's making some sort of offer. They may live in a bit of a fantasy land, over emotional as well. You can see that she's in danger of getting completely knocked over by that wave. It's very vulnerable young energy. So this may be somebody that you need to support, that you need to look after, and make sure you kind of train them up, keep them grounded. Or it may be somebody that you kind of they may be making an offer to you, because you've got this Lovers card here as well. It's very, very sweet energy. It's quite naive. This person might completely wear the heart on the sleeve. They may be quite emotionally vulnerable, right, because they're so sort of childlike with their love for you. It makes them vulnerable. It makes people around them who could take advantage of them. So she needs nurturing. If this is a person that you're recognizing, could very well be someone coming towards you with a love offer. It may feel kind of fantastical, you know, like is this going to work out? Is this even possible? Is this living in a fantasy land? But you can see the thing with this is that there is a fish in the cup. It's really improbable that would happen, but it is possible for that fish to be there. So yeah, and then you've got like this kind of like divinely guided romantic relationship here. Could be a water sign. Could be someone with water like Venus in a water sign. They're telling me Pisces. Could be a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Lovers is Gemini energy. Does not have to be. Really have to emphasize, it doesn't have to be someone with that sign as their sun sign. It can just be that that energy is active in their chart at the moment as the different planets move through the sky, move through the charts. But this is all going on in your emotions. So yeah, you'll have to kind of figure out who you are in that situation. Yeah, see how that goes. So what are you thinking, Taurus? What's going on in your thoughts? Only one thought. It's like Aries yesterday, they only had one as well. Okay, yeah, working together. You've got two cards, working together, and Five of Swords, cutting your losses. So the way I've put these as well, without really thinking about it, I've put the Three of Pentacles with this Sun card between the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, and this impulsive energy. So I'm seeing this as all different characters around you. You've got the King of Wands there as well. So I think the King of Wands, this card's a bit dirty. Are they a bit dirty? Hey, yo, King of Wands here. I'm going to bring this out as well. I'm going to put it over here with this Leo energy. Because the King of Wands is fire energy. Eight of Wands as well, communication and action. Yeah, I feel like, and they're showing me the Two of Wands. So whoever this energy is in the centre, they are quite slow moving. They may be a little bit too factual to get people fired up. So I'm really seeing with the Three of Pentacles, this is a card about working together with other people, bringing different skills to the table to make something work. So yeah, you've got like the creative, you've got the creator. Yeah, this is what it's, and the lover. Look at that. Yeah, so you're dealing with two other energies. You're dealing with the creator over here, who's this kind of fire, creativity, has a lot of charisma. They're really good at getting people engaged, getting people to follow them, getting people fired up. And then you've got over here this lover energy. But the lover energy, there's something, you have this Five of Swords over here with this. So just to kind of clarify and close this out, this is somebody you need to work with. It's like two kings coming together, right? Two kings coming together to make something happen. I feel like there's a partnership there that needs to happen, work-wise. Doesn't have to be work. It could be like some kind of project, building project, maybe applied to, I don't know what it is. I don't know. You should know what it is. But over here, you've got this lover's energy. You've got the lovers and the lover now. With the Five of Swords, though. Five of Swords is about... it's kind of like you've lost the battle, but you could still win the war. There's something didn't work out. Something was kind of disappointing. A plan went wrong. Could be to do with this person over here, this Knight of Swords. Something went wrong. Lost a battle. Something disappointing. Something quite possibly a little bit painful. But it's like you live to fight another day. So normally the imagery of this card is like there's three swords that have fallen over on the battlefield, and there's two swords that are like stuck upright in the ground, or the person's carrying the two swords. So it's like cut your losses, move away, like don't worry about the things you've lost, and look at what you still have. You still have cards on the table here, you still have cards up your sleeve that you can play. So yeah, you've lost the battle, but you could still win the war. So, and this is to do with this like Page of Cups, impossible dream, lovers, lover. You can see she's actually in a church. Somebody could have got left at the altar. So wasn't I saying over here, it's like someone was, someone had something that didn't work out in the past, and they're scared of it happening again. So this could be what it is. Perhaps somebody extended the love to somebody and it didn't work out, and so that was really disappointing. But this is in your thoughts, this is intellectual, it's not feelings. So it's kind of like strategizing around it. It's like, well, how can I protect myself if this happens again? Should I go for it? Is it the right time? This is very much strategist energy. Perhaps you actually need to approach this situation with more feelings and more love. I was kind of saying that my intuition is blocked, and I think that's probably what you're like as well. You're overthinking the situation, you're not feeling. So love, passion is not about thoughts. It's normally about emotions, feelings, feeling that connection with someone, intuitively knowing that this person is right for you. And because you're so much in your thoughts, you really are like a planner, a strategist. You're not allowing this emotion to guide you, which is creating some kind of blockage here. So do that. This is why this card is here. I feel breathe, be calm, really try to stop over analyzing the situation, tune into your feelings. What are your feelings and intuition telling you about this situation? There we go. Yeah, and I was talking about the Chariot card before as well. The Chariot card, very similar to this Eight of Wands card here. It's a card about making a decision, bringing two sides of a situation together, two energies together, and once you bring those energies together, you're able to race forward and take fast action. But yeah, this needs to be balanced out, the relationship between these two kings over here. Not seeing anything that says there may have been any kind of disagreement or anything. It's more that I've just seen what card has come out from here as well. It's more that because these two kings are very different, they're motivated by different things. They have a different way of acting. They just come from a very different place. They approach things in a different way, but each king has their skills, their talents. They can bring different things to the table. So actually combining their powers, they're giving me Captain Planet with our powers combined. Captain Planet. Yeah, it's like with their powers combined, that's when they can make stuff happen. So they don't have to be like each other. They don't have to, it's kind of, there might be kind of some kind of, like I say, imposter syndrome or inferiority complex, where this Knight of Pentacles is like, well, I do everything right. I'm the one who sustains this. I'm the one that puts the work in every day, who makes sure everything is in the right place. Why does everybody love this King of Wands who just runs in, gives a passionate speech and then runs off again? Well, it's because that's that person's skill. They haven't got this skill that you have to persevere, to have the attention span to look at the small details. That's not where their talents lie. And you know, you've got different skills, different. This is why the Three of Pentacles is here. You have to have the different types of people. It's actually three people who make stuff happen. It's the creator, the sustainer, and something else. I might just look that up. It's the destroyer, the creator, the sustainer, the destroyer. So the destroyer comes in to shake things up, to make something new. But you need these three different energies. This might be the destroyer, the person who cuts things out, the kind of chaos element, because you don't want things to be stagnant. You need all three energies. But anyway, whatever that is about needing to work together with other people, I want to get onto your action space. because your action space is looking really, really good. You've got the Ace of Cups in your action space. One of the nicest cards to have. This is the opportunity for a new relationship in your life, whether you're extending your cup to someone else or they're extending their cup to you. It's an offer of love, friendship, camaraderie. They're telling me for some of you, it's like a white flag. It's a peace, like a dove, a white dove, like a peace offering. And you can see here it's something to do with this Page of Cups, because this is the person who's carrying the cup, so she's either taking it off you or she's giving it to you. Again, could be a child, could be you reaching out to a child who you've kind of lost touch with, or it could be like just somebody who feels like they're quite like a childlike energy, quite a naive energy. Yeah, maybe they don't know a lot about love and relationships, which makes them quite vulnerable, but somebody's giving their cup to you, or you're giving your cup to somebody else. There's a relationship being formed here in your action space. You may I put it here with the Knight of Pentacles, so this may be you wanting to do this, you wanting to offer this love, but really you really want to plan things first. You really want to make sure that you know what you're doing, that you that it's done right. When you make this love offer, you're doing it correctly. In the underline, there's the Nine of Pentacles there as well. A card about being independent, good on your own. But I don't see that as being the message that's coming through is this, like, the need to work with other people. Right, so I'm going to pull you an advice card now. So we're going to properly find out kind of what the best advice is for you here. Okay, so underneath there, just to quickly show you, the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So there may be something that you're leaving behind that felt like a bit of an uphill struggle. You're kind of on the other side of it now, coming downhill, coming to the end of this journey, whatever that was for you. But it's quite a difficult energy. It's a card of burdens, a long journey and heavy burdens. But the Tens are about endings, so it's like putting that down now, which leads you to the Ten of Cups. Now, this isn't a ten about endings, having just said that. The Ten of Cups is like fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. So to reach your emotional fulfillment, whatever that is for you, you need to first finish this journey. So whatever that means for you, I don't know. But let's get your advice card now. So I'm going to the Akashic Tarot here for your advice card. Advice please for Taurus. Advice please for Taurus regarding this situation. Advice please for Taurus. I do try to do it on camera as much as I can, but it's a bit of an awkward angle for me. I just want you to know that I always pull cards. If I pull a card intentionally, I'll always say that I've done it. You'll see me do it, or I'll say that I've done it. Otherwise, all the cards that come through are literally what falls out of the pack. And I never pull a card. Some readers like shuffle and then do this. I don't do that. I always, the oracle there as well, like that's the tarot card reader. I always allow the card to come out by shuffling. See, nothing came out there because they don't want anything else to come out. The treasure there is at the bottom there. Yeah, so I just want you to know that whatever comes through, I'm totally hand over to the universe, unless I feel particularly guided to take something, in which case I'll say, oh, you've got two cards. So I am seeing the scribe as probably being in the reverse. Which way around does this want to go, please? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to go that way. Okay. So I might read the scribe in the upright and in the reverse for you, and you can decide, because sometimes people coming to the readings are on different stages of the journey. Some are kind of just going into this energy and some are just coming out of it. So I'll read both and you can sort of decide where you are along this journey. So the scribe, this is upright. The learned scribe writes at a high desk. Nearby are a number of other working scribes. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copiers of holy texts, but in many they were the most learned men of their time, people well versed in law, scripture, philosophy, history, and more. This card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. I was picking up on that apprentice energy. If there is any subject with which you'd like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although that's always a good thing. This period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change in your life, or even change the world opportunity. Just as the Wright brothers began by studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up on the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer or a teacher yourself at this time, elevating and contributing to others. If you're involved in any legal matters, there is a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. This could also be a time when you find yourself self-writing proposals, grants, essays, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you and be sure to answer the call. Okay, interesting. But reversed, okay? It did come out reversed, so this is going to be for the main message for most of you. You may be ignoring opportunities for higher learning or uplifting discovery, studies that can take you far above where you find yourself today. Or you may have been asked to lead a group or share your gifts in some way, and you haven't responded. In a personal matter, you could be closing your mind to new and broader thoughts, which limits you from dealing with that issue successfully. Stop holding yourself back. There is more for you, much more, if you assume the mantle of higher intellect Sorry, my video may have skipped then. I've reached the 40-minute mark. Stop holding yourself back. There is more for you, much more, if you assume the mantle of higher intellect every moment. Open your mind and keep opening it. Know that this is much more than positive thinking. It is power thinking. During this time, writing projects you wish to pursue may seem thwarted. Let yourself step back and take some time. Other opportunities for such submissions will be coming. If you're involved in a legal situation, be sure to find the right person to help you. Excuse me, alarm. You may be meeting lawyers or professionals who present themselves falsely. Investigate thoroughly and use your intuition so you don't get misled. If you're diligent, you can find the right counsel. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. You can pause this and reread it if you want to, just to make sure that you've got all the information there. You may want to make some notes about anything that particularly stands out to you. There you go, and there's an Akashic force there too for some of you if you do want to do that meditation work. Excuse me, my throat's closing up, which indicates that somebody's not saying something that they need to say. So 5 of Forces, the Summer-Winter card. I quite like the meaning of this card. It's about reaping what you sow, doing the work in summer so you can reap the benefits in the winter. But I'll read it out to you. Summer-Winter. I'm only going to read upright for this one because there was no indication that it needed to be reversed. The season cycle card reveals how best to spend your energy at this time. The beautiful sunlit sky of summer overlooks farmers working hard on their growing crops. Summer is a yang time of great activity, so this is your notice to get going. Action is an important part of this cycle, and it can take many forms. There may be something you can do to accelerate your professional life. It may be talking to somebody because my throat's really closing up. This may also be the perfect time to take steps towards your personal goals, perhaps get more exercise, plan more social events, or start a fun activity you've been wanting to do. You might also reflect on what actions or perspective what was I going to say next? Attract a new romance or enhance your love life. This card tells you to consider what needs to be done and then go for it. The cycle is the perfect time to create a smiling, self-loving energy and project it outwards for the world to see. Also, don't be surprised if a trip is coming your way. This card implies movement of some kind, so get ready. So again, I'm just going to show you this, and then I've got something else to sort of point out and say. So there you go. Now you have that sun card here, so that kind of does tie in quite well with that message there. I feel like you potentially, so I was reading this as 2 different energies, but this card makes me then reassess that and think that this is you needing to be in a different energy, because the Knight of Pentacles, as I was saying, is such a slow moving knight. They really like to plan before they take action, but this is kind of telling you that now is the time to be taking the action, to use this sunshine time, this time of growth and opportunity. So it may actually be telling you to step out of King of Pentacles energy for a while and step into King of Wands energy. King of Wands is about action, and you also have this Eight of Wands card here about action, and I was picking up on the Chariot card with the black and white about taking action. So you may need to step into a different energy for a while, so you don't miss out of this opportunity as we come out of summer. It's like, don't miss this opportunity. Now's the time to take action. And also, just to sort of show you, I was talking about the need to kind of have 3 different energies to make something work, but there is just one person on this card. So for some of you it's getting together with this other person to make something happen. For others of you, it's the need for you to step into this other energy, this creator action energy, while you've got the opportunity, while you've got the chance. So good luck with that, Taurus. Do make sure you're keeping your emotions involved. Don't overthink, overplan. Act sometimes with passion and emotion, and take care. Good luck.